What's up guys, Trilogy here. Today we're going to be doing Boruto manga chapter 59. Now that the fight in skirmish with Jigen has kind of wrapped up, we're moving on to his successor in the form of Code. The chapter starts off with a flashback with him and Kawaki basically having a little fight. Code is jealous because Kawaki was a suitable vessel and he doesn't even want it. And I don't know how I feel about Code. He doesn't seem like he's going to be very interesting. Now, the girl that he's with, she seems kind of interesting. Her ability to know everything and see everything. I mean, where did that come from? Like, it's just magic now. I don't understand, like, how you can just give someone that ability. Like, I don't understand, in a world of jutsu, what jutsu is this that just lets you see anything everywhere? I mean, even Gaara had the thing where he can cover his eye and make the sand eye. But that was like a jutsu, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand her ability that just lets her see everything. It doesn't make any sense. But the flashback is just a bad dream for Kawaki. He wakes up and he's like, oh, what's going on? And he's in the room with Amado and Sumari, I believe her name is, the medical girl. And then they talk a little bit and he says, hey, Amado says it's a Kawaki, hey, if you want to be strong, I mean, you still have the karma mark. I mean, you don't have the mark, but you have the essence still inside of you. And we can reactivate that with no risk because, you know, Jigen or the Asuki, his spirit is gone. So there's no harm in reactivating it. How he explains it is the karma is the home and the Otsuki is the homeowner. Now that the home, and then the karma is basically the key. So the Otsuki uses the karma to get into the house, which is the vessel. Now that the Otsuki is gone, having the key to open the house, which is the energy, the vessel and everything, there's no harm in that because the homeowner is now gone. So he explains that to Kawaki and he's like, he gets pretty mad about it. He pins him against the wall. And I mean, he says, hey, if you want to protect the Hokage, he's not super strong. He probably won't beat Code like he beat Delta now that he doesn't have the Nine Tails chakra, but it's hard to tell. I honestly want to know how much of a nerf Naruto also got. It's sad to see how they have to nerf the older characters just to have a good story. They nerfed they nerf Konohamaru constantly. It's sickening to see how much they nerf Konohamaru. Like, that man is just nerfed left and right. Every time there's a fight, that man Konohamaru is going down. Yeah, he wants to be the Hokage. Nah, that man gets his butt whooped. I never seen anybody get their butt whooped. Even Kakashi never got his butt whooped like Konohamaru does. Like, it's crazy. They have to nerf that man Naruto. They had to take his Kurama chakra away. So now, I mean, I don't know if he still has a whole bunch of chakra now. He is an Uzumaki and they're known for having lots of chakra, but I don't know how strong he'll actually be. And then we also have Sasuke, who has lost his Rinnegan, so there's that. I mean, he doesn't have his Rinnegan. And I wonder, is that the end of the Rinnegans? Because they can only be awoken by Sage of Six Path Chakra, which there's not any of that left. Or you have to be a reincarnation of Indra or Ashura, which I think that cycle is over with. I think Sasuke and Naruto were the last ones. And if not, there won't be any more in this generation because the last pair was Madara and Hashirama, and that was like 100 years ago. So that's not going to help us anytime soon. We probably won't see any more Renegons that are natural. So, I mean, no, Sasuke only got one Rinnegan. That's it. There's no more Rinnegans as far as I'm aware. So those characters are just nerfed. And now we're going to just have to lean on the younger kids with the karma and stuff like that. We do switch back to Code and his girl in the bar. I forget her name. They're talking about the bar and he's like, oh, Kawaki. She's like, she really sees the whole conversation happening. She's like, Kawaki is so sad. Don't tell him that I'm involved with you when you kill the Hokage. I want him to like me. And that's hilarious. He's like, oh, won't you just let the Hokage go? He's like, no, we're not gonna let the Hokage go. Honestly, I don't even believe Code is gonna let Kawaki go with the way he acts, but we'll just have to see how it goes. And she does let us know that she is not that strong in battle. All she knows is simple taijutsu. So I guess they're kind of trying to even her out with her OP abilities. So she's going to be kind of the brains of the operation, and Code is going to basically be the brunt because she's going to have all the intel and everything like that. But then we get introduced to another character. We go back and there's another cyborg, and it's a little boy. And tell me why the vibe of this just feels like the Android saga in Dragon Ball. So we get two siblings. They emerge out of pods. They're super strong. Does it sound familiar to anybody? I don't know. And maybe it's just me, but it sounds like Boruto is entering the Android saga from Dragon Ball. Shikadai and Kawaki kind of talking a little bit, and it's nice to see that he's inherited Shikamaru's kind of support, you know? Shikamaru was one of the few people that would actually talk to Naruto. Did he respect Naruto? No, he didn't respect Naruto, but like he treated him like a human being. When Jiraiya died, he was one of the few people who supported Naruto. So, I mean, it's nice to see that his son kind of has the same traits and such as that. We do get a little bit more from Sumire, and she kind of talks to Amado about the karma mark and Boruto and stuff like that. And then we kind of switch back to Code and the girl, and they're opening the pod, and it's a little boy. I mean, it's his, she says he calls her sis, so I guess it's her little brother. And we do see him exude some crazy powers on the guards. Like he just tells them, he just looks at them and they explode, and it's crazy. And he can, basically his ability is he can reflect attacks, and that seems pretty OP. We'll have to see how it goes. We have got some attack reflect abilities before, but this one just seems stronger than the other ones. So his name is Damon, or is it Demon? It's spelled D-A-E-M-O-N in this script that I'm looking at. But I wonder if sometimes they pronounce it Damon and sometimes they pronounce it Demon. Demon doesn't sound that cool, but Damon sounds pretty cool. And the chapter kind of ends with Sumire kind of confronting Amado about basically his motivations. He's like, why are you trying to get Kawaki back on that? I mean, what is there something, do you care about him, or are you up to something else? And he's like, listen, if you had just pretended not to know, you wouldn't be in this situation, but you don't know about strategy, so now I'm gonna have to kill you. And basically that's just how the chapter ends. She says, so you're plotting something. He said, I thought you were smart, but you're just stupid. So that's how the chapter ends. I'm really excited to see what's going on with Code and his girl. The girl is really interesting. I wish I remembered her name, but I didn't see it in this chapter and I forgot to look it up. But yeah, I want to see what's happening next. Like I said, I'm really sick about the Naruto and Sasuke nerfs. That's sickening. They used to be the strongest in the ninja world, and now I don't even know how strong they are. I mean, Naruto has the genes to be strong. He can train. I mean, if he can start using his father's jutsu, he might be strong again. I mean, and Sasuke, he's an Uchiha. They definitely have potential to be strong, even without the Rinnegan. The Uchiha have always rocked it with the Sharingan. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'll see you guys next week with chapter 60. This is Trilogy with Trilogy Effect. If you want to see more content like this, anime, manga, gaming, I have curated playlists on my channel. I definitely recommend you check those things out, and I'll catch you guys next time. Trilogy out. Peace.